welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. Today I've got my February savings challenges. I love doing savings challenges, so even though this goes up at the kind of middle of the month, I do film these right away at the beginning of the month. So let's go ahead and dive in. I've got my cash here. We also are going to do some digital money today. So let's go ahead and give the cash account. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, so 300, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 325. I'm just going to jot this down. So this is for February. We have 325, and I have 40 allocated for digital money this month. So let me get my Monopoly money out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's what we use as a kind of placeholder to represent that digital money. So we'll play with that later. I'm going to stick that here. I did get a cash tray, so we're going to give this a try and see how that goes. Kind of feeling fancy with this. Cool, that looks good. So hopefully you can see that okay. So let's go ahead and begin. So the first savings challenge I do is with Dolores here. This is my elephant piggy bank, and this is where I put any rollover or extra money that I have from my wallet at the end of the month. So this month I had $25 left over. So I had that in the form of a 20 and a 5, pretty simple. So we're going to be adding that into Dolores here. And I use this as kind of motivation to have some cash left over at the end of the month. But then also at the end of the year, I use this for my birthday. My birthday is in December, so I use this to buy a birthday treat for myself. So that was $25 going into Dolores. We're going to set her off to the side here. She can cheer us on as we keep doing our other savings challenges. So next, we're going to do our 100 envelope challenge, and I randomize it. So in here, got all the envelopes, and I'm doing pink for February this month. I'm just going to put the box to the side here. So I randomize it by rolling dice. So I've got the app here on my phone, and today we're going to be rolling 8 dice. So I'm going to do 4 and 4. So let's give it a roll. So we got 4, 2, 4, 1, and then 3, 1, 3, 6. So stick my phone off to the side, and these are the numbers that I use to determine how much to put into each envelope. So I multiply each number by $5, and then that's how much I put into each envelope. It just keeps it easy with the denominations and all that. But last year I did this with 52 envelopes. My fiance got jealous and wanted to join in, so we're doing 100 this year. So some of this money is from him. So the first is 4, so 4 times 5 is 20, so I'm putting a $20 bill in here. So yeah, some of this money is from him that contributes towards our savings challenges. 2 times 5 is $10. And we use this money then for self-care appointments next year. So things like massages, getting my hair done, having a facial, things of that nature. It just makes it easier for us to book those appointments when we have it saved in full in advance. So 1 times 5 is 5. We're done with this first row here, or column, I suppose. There we go. And then on this side, we have a 3, so that'd be 15. So I hope you guys are doing well. February is here. I'm hoping for a warm February. I've kind of had a pretty mild winter, but I did just have a teaser last week. It was like 50 degrees. So kind of makes you want spring a little bit more. So I'd love for February to warm on up and go into an extended spring period. That would be fine with me, but we'll see. That probably won't happen. And then the last one is 6, so that'd be 6 times 5 is $30. So that is going to be it for my 100 envelope challenge. I do this just once a month, so that's why I do so many envelopes here. If I was doing maybe like twice a month, I'd probably split this in half, but really, really pleased with that. So now that these are stuffed, I'm going to stick them in the back of my box here so I know that they are done. So now we have January and February done here. So that is that. I'll stick this off to this side. And next we're going to go into our binders. So this is our SelfCare Binder. So like I said, I did the 52-week challenge last year where I put money into the envelopes and now I have it reallocated. So we are going to contribute $60 to self-care here. This is kind of like the ongoing fund where we're saving different amounts. So let's add our 60, we have 20, 40, 60 going in. And we are currently saving for a facial. So one facial at our local spa is $130. That includes like tax and tip and things like that. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, $175. So I'm going to pull out 130, 40, 60, 80, 1, 120, 25, 130. Put this back. So now we have 20, 30, $45 in here. That's great. I'm going to stick this back in here. Just kind of reallocating a little bit. So I need a paper clip, and then I go back to the facial section, and I've already got one saved. It's our like paper clipped and stuff. So now I've got the second for 130. So we could schedule a facial for both of us if we wanted to. So there's that. And I just stick it in here so that when we do schedule it and show up to our appointment, we can just pull these out and we're ready to roll. So that's really cool that that's done. Something to note is massages. So in here, I have two 75-minute massages saved for at our local spa. That is $170 each. So together, this would be $340. Now, we're going to New York City over Valentine's weekend, and we are doing like a spa day kind of thing. So that's already booked, and it is more than $340. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to pull both of these to put towards that, and then the difference we'll just take out of our like vacation fund. It's not that big of a deal, but this is money that I will be using in February. I'm going to leave it in here until it's time for us to go on that trip. But I wanted to mention it because next month this will be empty and we'll probably start saving for massages again in this folder, you know, and try to get up to 170 twice. So hopefully you're following along with that whole thought process. So yeah, that is it for self-care. I'm going to move over into the other binder. And this has all my other savings challenges in it. So first one is the $5 challenge. So I take the rest of these fives that didn't go into the 100 envelope challenge and they come into my $5 challenge envelope. So it looks like I have $20 here. So that is fantastic. So I can add that in. So now I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, $85. I'm working towards 150 because that is what my tracker goes up to. I have this cats tracker that I made on Canva. So because I put 4 $5 bills in, I need to color in 4 cats. So I'm going to just speed up and color through them and not chat through it this time. Sometimes I chat through it, but I'm just going to go through and do that today real quick. So give me a minute and we'll be right back. Okay, there we are. So I've got 4 more cats colored in. This is going really well. So I'll stick this back in the envelope here. So moving on to holidays. So Valentine's Day is fully funded with $50. So I will be pulling this out around Valentine's. I'll probably bring it to New York with me for extra spending money. So it's great to already have that $50 saved. St. Patrick's Day is saved with $50. So next we're working on Easter. The goal for all of the holidays this year is $50. So let's see what we have. 20, 40. We do in fact have $50 so we can fully fund Easter. So let me stick the money in here, and then I can color these Easter eggs pretty quickly. We don't do a ton for Easter, but it is something that, you know, there's always like brunch specials at the different restaurants, or just kind of want to be out and see people. So we normally in years past have been just trying to hit like one of those brunch reservations or something like that. But we don't really like travel to see family or do anything like that for Easter. And I believe Easter's at the end of March this year. Maybe I got that wrong. It might be the beginning of April. I have to check the calendar, but it'll be great going into March, if it is a March, having this one fully funded. I know I could color this like more intricately, but I'm not feeling it today, so this will just have to do. Okay, so there is Easter, fully funded. Love to see that. So next one would be Memorial Day weekend, and let's see, I've got 20, 30, 40, 50. Look at that. I can fully fund Memorial Day weekend too. Wow, I was not expecting that. That feels so good to be able to fund both of these. Memorial Day weekend is at the end of May. We do go out on the boat, usually as long as there's good weather. Sometimes we're invited to friends' like homes for like a cookout, barbecue type thing. So I do like to have a little bit of extra money for snacks or, you know, treats that we can bring or just have. So there's that Memorial Day weekend, fully funded. It feels really good to be like this far ahead already in February. So next time we'll start working on 4th of July and kind of go from there with the other holidays. So that brings us to our digital money and the Monopoly money that I have here. So this should be $40. That's what I said I had set aside here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm using this Monopoly money just to kind of show in this little binder here what I have reallocated. So I'm doing the roll with a challenge. And I take the numbers that we rolled earlier and I have money set aside to reallocate. So each number that I rolled is worth $5. And it just helps me kind of boost up some of my sinking funds in a fun way. So let's go through here. We have a 4, we have a 2, a 4, and a 1. And we got 3, 1, 3, 6. So now that we know where this money is going to be reallocated to, we can go ahead and start doing that. I am just going to pull my Monopoly money out here in case I want to condense anything. So just stick that, oops, goodness, too many things. Stick that off to the side just in case. So first up is beauty. I have 2 tallies for beauty, so that would be $10. So I'm going to condense this down into $20. So there's that. So far this year, I've reallocated $20 extra into my beauty fund, which is fantastic. Number 2 is car. Car got $5. So last month we had $5 in. So I'm going to reallocate that for $10. And I'll just digitally transfer all of this after I finish recording this video. Then next we have gifts. Gifts got 2 tallies, so that'd be $10. And I already have 10 in here, so I'm going to reallocate this. And so I'm going to condense this down to a $20 bill. Let's see here. Giving did get money this time. It didn't last time. So we've got 10. And again, I'm just going to condense that into a 10, make it a little bit easier on myself. And then the last $5, so I didn't get anything in home, but the last $5 is for investing. So that's great. So again, I'm just going to condense this into a 20 to make it a little bit easier to count and keep track of. So that is my roll with it. Let me get this stuff out of the way. So we've got all of these, and then I'll just go through with this cheat sheet and transfer the money to the correct account based on what we rolled. But I love the roll with it challenge. It's just kind of a fun way to top up. I mean, I put a certain amount of money into my sinking funds every month, but then it's kind of fun to, you know, top it off and things like that. So that is the last challenge for today. So quickly before we end today's video, let's just do a recap. We completed a facial at $130. We completed Easter at $50, and we completed Memorial Day weekend at $50. So feeling really, really good with where I'm at with my savings challenges. And overall, it's just like, yeah, one of my favorite things to do every month. So thank you for tuning in and tagging along today. I'm really glad you're here, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.